Everyone. This was my first week of day trading, and I had a very educational experience learning about the markets, about performance indicators, technical analysis, and more. So, in terms of the good of this week for me, I was able to make some successful trades towards the end of the week. I shorted Tesla during uh, the after effects of its earnings call, with the stock dropping several percentage points in the after hours and a little bit in the morning. And I also have done successful moves in momentum trading. So stocks that are small cap under $20 that are moving up and down with different variations of news and other information that's entering the markets. And yeah, but at the beginning of the week, I did not. I made a mistake of placing my orders uh, as market orders at times where the stock was going extremely high. So oftentimes I would place an order at the regular market rate, but the stock was going so high or so moving so quickly that I wasn't able to actually get my order in. So what I've started to do is adjust and starting to use limit orders tactfully, where I'm able to enter in and set a price limit that's a little higher than the market order. So as the stock goes up, I'm able to still get my order filled and enter the market and hopefully be able to consequentially withdraw and draw some profit from that. So overarchingly, it was very educational. I think I came in with a lot of different strategies, and I feel like I'm trying to rein myself down to just one to three strategies that I'll try to employ and master, rather than I the mistake I think I made where I was looking at five or six different strategies and trying to apply them all at the same time. Um, I think a lot of that just came from I wanted to just research and make sure that I was, knowledgeable and prepared about entering the market. Whereas, the actual process of being in the market teaches you a lot. So I'm very happy that I've kind of taken this time this week and learned so much. And just kind of gaining that the right patience to look at the indicators of a stock, whether it's technical analysis, which is when someone's looking at potentially candlesticks or historical price variations of the stock and looking for patterns, resistance areas, and other indicators that might project if a stock might be profitable or if it might lose value, and or if it's other components of um, analysis. Something that I have come to think about a little bit more is that due to my experience in the business world, I have a bit of an inclination towards financial reports and earnings reports. And as such, I think it could be a great opportunity for me to also incorporate that. A lot of day traders mainly focus on charts and trading charts because those are things that offer historical information and it's on the day to day oftentimes. Um, However, I have um, even looking at the decisions that I made with Tesla and previously, I've done not when I was day trading, but when I was like monthly trading, what I did with Gap and other like foundational analysis, like looking at the potential for earnings reports and the profit that might come from that. It is very helpful. Those happen quarterly when those earnings reports are reported. So that's also something I want to incorporate in my strategy, since it's something that I have inclination for. I would say that in terms of shorting, I don't short super often. I generally try to do a bit of research before I jump on a short. I was pretty sure with Tesla. I had done some shorting in the past, back when I was again doing like a monthly sort of trading sort of technique, and that was I had shorted Nvidia back when there was some issues with some Chinese technologies that had disrupted the market for Nvidia, and for S&P 500, which also that was more of a seismic shift in the market that resulted in temporarily dipping at the time. Um, and yeah, but I think really what I'm trying to try to focus on is the momentum and looking for the under 20 stocks that have a lot of potential, whether it's through news or earnings reports, and just trying to incorporate that together. So what I've come to realize is that I kind of came in thinking that it's almost like school where you you do your studying and then you practice your techniques and then you go and you take the test and then the test shows you how well you did. But I'm starting to realize it's a bit inverse where the test is actually teaching me what I need to do. So it's like a lifelong learning process that investing can bring, which is very interesting. So for me, I'm really just going to open myself up to continuing to learn from the market and to gain skills and just to refine and learn more as I continue. And my goal with this video series is to share with you my weekly progress in trading. So hopefully you can join for the ride and maybe we can build a little community around this and grow. And if you're interested as well, as a bit of a side note, I've started coaching, not in investing. I've just started investing, so not there yet. I'm also not a financial advisor. I'm just speaking on my personal experience. But I do have quite a bit of experience in some of the elements of the business world. I've worked and lived in Dubai for 2 years. The first year was completely paid for and covered and from the company. I've spoken at the United Nations twice, and I've been to Cambridge and lived in Africa and Senegal specifically, and I've done a lot of different things around the world. And if, for individuals who are looking to try to develop an international business career, whether they're trying to get fellowships or try to get international experiences, I have a coaching uh, uh, business just for that called Artem NexGen. I'll link everything in the description. Please consider looking into that if you'd be interested. And for more financial information, tune in for next week. Thank you so much, guys. Look forward to talking soon.